What's up guys, my name's Diachronic Heroes here on this Destiny video. In today's video we're talking about the top 5 weapons in PvP in Destiny, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, that's right, we got some top 5 weapons. I'm going to be showing you what are the best weapons to be using, and there's kind of a tentative list. I'll be talking about if you like this type of weapon, you need to move it up here. If you don't like this type of weapon, you need to move it around here. But this is based on my opinion of what I think is the top 5 weapons, as well as recommendations from a lot of the professional and really good players in the community, you know, like people like Nkooch, Mesa Sean, Miss 5000 Watts. Lots of people responded to my inquiries about like, hey, what do you think is the best weapon in the game of PvP? And they were thinking a lot of different weapons, a lot of different exotics, a lot of different legendaries, and a lot of different things I had to consider here. But I wanted to mention, I just wanted to thank you guys on Twitter, as well as you guys. I just mentioned YouTubers who helped me out. I put a straw poll on Twitter saying like, hey, what do you think is the best weapons in the game? Everybody's like, doop 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 doop. And I didn't agree with a lot of these answers, by the way. A lot of people put up different weapons that I don't think should be there, which is why I reformatted the list to the way I feel and what I think should be the top 5. So if you don't like something on the list, just move it around. I will make recommendations as I go, being like, hey, if you don't think this should be here, move it up, because if you like this type of weapon, move it up. Just wanted to mention that if you guys want to be entered in the next top 5, be like, hey, if you have got a good idea, put the hashtag DiachronicTop5 in the comments, and I'll make sure to feature it next time. This is a general, so this is me. I am featured. Hi, my name's Diachronic. So this one's featured by me, but in the next one, if you have a cool idea, be like, hey, I want to do the top 5 baboon butts, so the top 5 error messages in Destiny. Baboon, yeah. But fuck the canary. Can I get a shout out on fuck the canary? That just means that your internet disconnected. Ugh, I hate canary. Alright guys, let's try to go for 6 likes on this video so we can get that 666 combo. If we can get 6 like 3 times, I don't know, like if you can get 6 like 3 times, so like 18 likes guys, let's go for 18 likes. I know that we can do it. We can crush the record that I had before where I asked for 1 like, and I know you guys can do it, so let's destroy it. Alright, so coming in at the top 5 on the top 5 best weapons in PvP, number 5 is the Soros regime, rising back to the power of the regime. Back to the regime for once it came. If you guys remember, the game came out, the Soros regime was the best weapon in the game. I think I still have a video on YouTube like 80,000 likes, there's 180,000 likes I think, or something ridiculous, or something, or not likes, views that are like the Soros regime, and I'll be like, hey, this weapon's good in PvP, and like it's one of my most viewed videos, and everybody's like, yeah, it was one of the best weapons of all time. This auto rifle has 2 versions, year 1 and year 2. I think the year 2 is better. It has the upgrade that year 1 has that's good, as well as an extra upgrade. So the year 1 has that thing where you aim down sights, do more damage while aiming down sights, but you fire slower. Really good upgrade, makes it go into that mid-range, and being able to compete with those hand cannons as well as scout rifles and pulse rifles at that kind of range. Being able to compete in that vicinity is really where it's at. The year 2 version also has the one you hit to spool up. The one you're firing, the faster it fires. If you like the closer range engagements, you should go for the year 2 version. The year 2 version also has the upgrade to make it so you fire slower when you're aiming down sights. So the year 2 version overall just looks, first of all, it's black. Black is cooler. Everybody knows the black people are cooler. Black guns. I said guns. Black guns are cooler. Everybody knows the black guns are cooler than white guns. Everybody, you know, like RoboCop, he's black in that new movie. Oh yeah, black RoboCop is cooler because he's more tactical and all that whatnot instead of the silver version. But it looks cooler. I like the change of pace. In this video, obviously, I'm using the year 1 because I'm more of a fanboy of the. I'm reminiscing of the old age back in my day with this Soros 1. A lot of people will think the Soros should be higher on the list, but it just does not compete with a lot of weapons on this list. And there's a lot of weapons that can compete nowadays, which I really like. One last note on the Soros regime: when you get a kill, you get your health back. That's a really good upgrade, and it really helps you get into those engagements. A lot of ammo in the clip. I think 30-something ammo in the clip. With the slow fire rate, you can actually get a lot of kills without reloading, and as well as you get your health back. Coming in at number 4 in the top 5 Destiny weapons in Destiny. I almost messed that up, guys, and I hope you guys did enjoy that. But the top number 4. A lot of people are gonna disagree, but it's gonna be the Hawk Moon, the Hawk Awesome. Why isn't this near the top? Why isn't this number 1? A lot of you guys are gonna be like, what? I'm unsubscribing. This is the best weapon ever. This is what I'm talking about. If you like this weapon, put it up a few notches. I was not a Thorn or Last Word user very much. I didn't play a lot of PvP, so I don't have a bias or tendency to use hand cannons, so I sucked with it. I have a lot of recommendations towards it, but I also have a lot of recommendations to a lot of other weapons. So in my opinion, the Hawk Awesome deserves its number 4 slot, and honestly is a phenomenal weapon. Has high damage, 11 shots in a clip. I think 11, maybe it's 13. I'm very forgetful on how many bullets in a clip. It has the upgrade where you do 1 random bullet does extra damage. It has a second upgrade upgrade where 2 extra random bullets have additional damage. You can do 149 damage headshots with this weapon. 1 body shot, 1 lucky shot around into the head, and you've got a kill, which makes this weapon phenomenal. This weapon very often 3 shots people. It can 4 shot in the body. I think that's the maximum for 4 shots. In the body, I think does like 50 damage in the body, which is incredible. 88 damage headshot with the extra double applied extra damage. You can do 149 damage in a headshot, which is crazy and amazing. The fact that it has lots of ammo, which makes it a really good hand cannon. And overall, the aesthetics of this weapon looks like a deagle with hawk inscriptions on it. It's just beautiful, and I love the way it looks. But there are some other weapons on this list which I think are better. If you like hand cannons, if you use the thorn a lot, you like the last sword, move it up to number 1 or 2 because this weapon is most likely for you. But for me, I sucked with it, so we're gonna be moving on to the number 3. Coming in at number 3 in the top 5 PvP weapons in Destiny comes in at the Mida Multi-Tool. It's gonna be the number 3. Nobody's gonna be like, Mida Multi-Tool, what the hell is that doing there? This one came as a personal recommendation from Miss 5000 Watts, and I tried it out, and I humbly agree this weapon is phenomenal. It has hair trigger, which makes it so it fires a lot faster. Sky rifle, incredible fire rate on it. It has the ACOG sight, so it can get that far range. It has, I think, like what, 19 bullets in a clip or something, 13. It has a good amount of bullets in a clip for a sky rifle, what I'm trying to say. It has the radar while aiming down sights, with the ACOG sight being able to aim down sights and have that third eye. Really, really useful being able to see that radar at the same time, as well as the fact that you can run really freaking fast with this thing. If you have the agility upgrade and the upgrade that makes it so you can have a higher top speed sprint, you feel like you're moving faster, which is really good at getting out of those engagements. So if you're trying to escape and you don't have like a sword on you, obviously you would, well, you could have a sword. If you don't have a sword on you, you can just pop that weapon in your hand, start running away. You can take off really, really fast. If you have the upgrades for the Hunter or the upgrades of the Titan agility, you can really take it and dip with that weapon. One thing I want to mention is it's actually a really good weapon for the Hunter in that sense, as well as the fact that the new Night Stalker upgrade, being able to Keen Scout, I think it's called, being able to see the targets, like lock on the target, and then you can see the little reticle go around the wall. Really great because this weapon is a long range engagement. So you want to see where they're coming around the corner and when they're going to come around the corner. Very good upgrade for this weapon because you're going to be aiming down sights a lot, and it's just phenomenal weapon, and it's just incredible fire rate. So it can hit that close range, as well as the hip fire is also pretty good, but I wouldn't rely on the hip fire. Oof. That one's been sitting in there for a while. Coming in at number 2 in the top 5 PvP weapons in Destiny. A lot of you are going to be surprised, thinking like, what? This got number 2. I'll explain why this should be number 2 and the next one should be number 1, but they are interchangeable at different times, different ranges. But coming in at number 2 is the Red Death. Great trivia here is the first weapon that Xur sold because it is one of the best weapons of the game. I think I deserved it a top 3. I think it was number 3 on my top 5 last time I did one of these videos. The Red Death, phenomenal weapon. Looks extraordinary. Looks like a standard Vanguard weapon with spikes, blood, giant knife at the end, skull and crossbones near the reticle, and it's just phenomenal. Can 2-shot burst somebody over range. You put in those oversized rounds, it will basically 2-shot anyone. A Titan with maxed out armor cannot survive the wrath of the Red Death in Crucible because this weapon is just phenomenal. It does 33 damage per bullet headshot, 3 shots in a burst. That's like 198 damage in 2 bursts. If you get all those shots in the head hit, you will have yourself a kill, my friend. When you get a kill, speeds up reload, as well as gets you your health starts recharging immediately, which means you can get right back into the fight immediately, which is incredible and which makes it such a beast because you can continue going on a tear. It has 27 shots in a clip, so that's, what is that, like 9 bursts? If you get 2 burst shots, you take 3 bursts per kill. You can get 3 kills in 1 clip, which is incredible and very, very useful, and you don't even have to reload. But every time you get a kill, faster reload anyways. This weapon, phenomenal. The only downside is a little bit slower fire rate, which helps it be able to take that longer range engagements, which aids in its ability to fight over range, as well as the fact that the spread on the 3 shots in the burst are very, very tight. Overall, high damage pulse rifle, a little bit lower fire rate, not as low as the Hopscotch Pilgrim or the Messenger or any of that sort, but it has the perfect amount of damage to kill somebody, but having a decent fire rate in that sense of like having high damage, and you get your health back every time you get a kill, which is probably the best part about it. Now, you're probably asking yourself, what could possibly outthrow the Red Death? This came as a number 1 recommendation from Encooch, not to saying you should blame him, but you should say, oh, go over there and say hi, say Big D, say hello. He says hello. But he says bad juju #1. So coming into #1 comes the bad juju, a weapon that's never seen the light of day in the PvE list. The PvP list has never seen the light of day in anything unless you're using like Obsidian Mine with the bad juju and trying to get tons of warlike explosions and tons of orbs all the time. This weapon comes in at #1 because of its abilities, and it's just body frame, and I mean body is like it's just regular stats. This weapon is phenomenal. This weapon has a high fire rate. This is a high fire rate burst rifle. Burst rifle? They're gonna call it a burst rifle right now. High fire rate burst rifle. I would say. I can't say burst rifle, I gotta say pulse rifle. High fire rate pulse rifle, it can get you in those close range engagements really good, as well as the hip fire accuracy is phenomenal with this weapon. I think one of the upgrades makes it so hip fire better. I don't know, it'll be on screen right now, I'm sorry. I'm so forgetful, man. It has 27 shots in a clip, which makes it phenomenal, because 27 shots is a lot better than 15, which it used to have. 15 was so bad, let me tell you. One thing that makes this weapon the best weapon ever is the bad juju perk. When you get a kill, you got full magazine. So you get a kill, you get a full magazine. So let me tell you, you get a kill, you continue firing. You get another kill, you continue firing. You get another kill, you continue firing. The only thing that would be better is if you got your health back, which is what the Red Death does, which is why I really like the Red Death. However, the fire rate on this weapon makes it so much better for the mid-range and close-range engagements and the hip-fire accuracy, which is the range that I like playing in the most, and it's very competitive when you're trying to compete with the shotguns, because the shotguns are always a lot of problem no matter what gameplay you're playing, what game you are playing, so it can compete at those shotgun ranges if you can get him without hitting him with the first shot. If he doesn't kill you with the first shot, then you probably could get him like first burst before he shoots you, second burst after that, and then I think this is more of a 3-burst kind of weapon because of the 27 damage, a headshot, as well as the fact you're probably not going to hit all of the headshots because it is a high fire rate weapon and a high recoil pattern. You're probably not going to get all 3 shots in the all the bursts, all 3 shots in the burst in the head anyways. So it's more of a 3-shot weapon, but in that sense, you're going to take 3 shots, but you got a full clip after you're done. So who cares? You just keep firing. It's such a phenomenal weapon. Its aesthetics, first of all, it has this green glow on it. You have it on your back in the tower. It still has a green glow on it. It has a little skull on the front of it. It's phenomenal looking weapon, phenomenal effective weapon, and I'd like to say the #1 weapon in PvP for Destiny. The way you get it is the exotic quest line. If you guys don't know, the bad juju quest line, I don't know if that's still the way you get it. I think that's still the way you get it. Yeah, I think you might be able to buy it off the wall if you already had it. But the bad juju quest line is it's not too hard. I'd say that's one of the more easier ones to do if you don't like PvP. Obviously, if you're watching this video trying to get into PvP, but hey, just kind of a recommendation as a person that doesn't play a lot of PvP. Overall, I'd like to say that a lot of these weapons can be interchanged. What I love about this game and what game developers strive to produce is a game that has no dominating weapon, that has no weapon that kills at every range, that has no weapon that everybody wants to use all the time. There's weapons for every single range. Hawk Moon got the close range engagements. You got bad juju, Red Death get that mid-range domination. You got that scout rifle, Mida multi-tool, which it got, you know what I mean? It got that long range to mid-range engagements. Source Regime is kind of somewhere in the middle as well. You can use the Hopscotch Gilgamesh. I don't know what the hell it's called. You can use the Messenger. I think that's still decent. And people are still using shotguns. You got Conspiracy D. You got Matador still people using. People still using the Last Word. Not a lot of Thorns. A lot of people are kind of straying away with Thorns. Although it's not a bad weapon right now. It's just people trying to find something new to do. Let me tell you, the Thorn was something not new to do back in the day. Overall, the weapons in this game have been more balanced. If you're looking for a dominating weapon for this list, you're not going to find one. But if you're going to be looking for one of the fun and one of the most useful in a lot of situations, Red Death, Bad Juju, very good weapons. I personally was very surprised by the Mighty Multi-Tool being where it is. Very surprising. Very surprising that it is in the top 5, and it's still a phenomenal gun. Honorable mentions to the Monte Carlo didn't make the list. It was just right below the Conspiracy D. Things like the Hawk Saw. Some of these weapons I tried out and saw other people using. Although it is dominated by exotics on this list. To be honest, I think the Conspiracy D was number 6 in what you guys voted for. So the shotguns are still prevalent, just not as prevalent they used to be. The Fellwinters, Matador, all that stuff is no longer just mopping the floor with everyone. Now that I think about it, Red Death probably was like number 4 or 5 because you gotta have Fellwinters and Matadors in there for the previous top 5. But anyways, that's the video for you guys today. I hope you guys did enjoy. If you want to enter your top 5 idea into the next top 5, make sure you include a hashtag Diachronic top 5 in your comment down below, or a tweet at me, and I will make sure to review, be like, hey, that's a really cool idea. People want to see that. As well as I'm looking at the new top 5 ships, by the way, because you can look at the ships in the tablet in the tower. They look baller. Anyways, I don't want to go on about that. That's the end of the video for you guys today. If you want to enter it, hashtag Diachronic top 5. If you want to leave a like down below, we're trying to go for 18 likes. We can do it, ladies and gentlemen. If we get to 18, we are legal, ladies and gentlemen. We can sign up for the military. We can have sex. It's gonna be beautiful. But anyways, that's the video for you guys today. Hope you guys did enjoy. My name's been Diachronic, and I will see you guys on the beautiful land of Destiny. I will see you, Starstride. Astra, sorry, but if I messed it up, but, I'll see you guys later! Paradokia ad Astra, that's what I was looking for. Yes, when I say Latin, I go into Russian accent.